Fuji secret. It shouldn't be a secret. I should have made a video about this already. This is an important video. I'm a RAW shooter, as you should be a RAW shooter, because a digital negative can be manipulated a million ways to Sunday, and a JPEG, not so much. No. Nowhere near as much. Even people that, for whatever crazy reason, don't like Fuji, it's like, well, it doesn't fit me, whatever. They'll admit, and this is the case, that if you are a JPEG shooter, it doesn't mean you're shooting JPEGs all the time. I mean, sometimes there's even a lot of hardcore pros, you know, that are Fuji-sponsored shooters. And this is no different than film, really. You know, we have the same sort of processing latitude in post on the computer, as we did with film, as far as pushing the negative and processing, and also the development of the image. I mean, I'll be sitting there underneath the bezeler enlarger, dodging and burning those pictures. We have more latitude with the JPEG, so I mean, it's really almost kind of like a film equivalent. So, you know, my days of film are absolutely gone, thank God. To hell with film. I would still do film if 8x10 film and 4x5 film were still cheap, but it ain't. It is really expensive now. Fuji has absolutely the best JPEGs, period, and even a lot of the true professionals, not these greasy, slimy used car salesman YouTube schmucks that have all these nice, pretty shows, and you know, they do all sorts of goofy stuff and pimp their product. You know, no, I'm talking about real shooters. Some of these people actually will, you know, shoot an A-cross. Although you can do that with a digital negative, you can actually with a RAW file, you can actually have your presets in Lightroom to have the same output. And this has been proven. But some people, you know, like the experience. Like if you have a Fuji X100T, it's like, okay, I'm going to set it in A-cross or black and white. And these are real shooters, and they don't have that much latitude, and sometimes they're shooting in JPEG. And there really is no question that, while I, you know, advocate 1,000 times, please God, learn how to mess with the digital negative and RAW files. If, you know, for whims and gits and shiggles, you want to shoot in a JPEG, there is nobody that comes closer than Fuji. Fuji's got everybody else beat in the JPEG department, just bar none. It's like every little company has their area where they dominate. The reason why you see so much Canon stuff on the sidelines of football games is like, oh, Canon were the first people to, now Nikon's caught up with them on the buffer. Nikon had some insane buffers, and they had really lightweight, you know, big ass lenses. 600mm f4s, the 500mm f4s, the 400mm 2.8s. Canon were the people that developed the lightweight, fluorite glass, ultra lightweight, and that's what the people wanted for the site. It's like, well, you know, I see all these professionals shooting the National Football League games and the basketball games with Canon. No, it just means that Canon dominated that area long before Nikon did, and they did get the jump on Nikon. But in the arena of JPEGs, Fuji owns the show. They own the stage on JPEGs. They just do, and it's one of those things that's like, ain't no doubt. It's like, you want to talk about sideline sports photography, like the recent Olympics that were, of course, a nasty debacle in that Canon, and you know, big lightweight lenses that Nikon doesn't have. Nikon's got the buffer now, but Canon had the early super fast buffers, and they also had the ultra lightweight lenses, and they dominated there. So anyway, that's Fuji's big plus. I'm not a JPEG shooter unless I'm shooting like infrared, because the images are so grainy anyway. Infrared's plenty fine enough. I mean, they're grainy images using filter 720 nanometer. But if you like to, you know, experience film, you know, or it's kind of as close as you can get to it, and just shoot JPEG, and you know, keep things on the easy, you know, kind of what you get is what you get, even though you could tweak it. Basically like a film equivalent. Then Fuji dominates. They absolutely rule and dominate everybody else. Canon, Sony, Nikon. Nobody dominates the JPEGs like Fuji does. So I never made a video on that, so that was kind of a necessity that I do that. And I guess that's that. Okay? I am going to go to the used bookstore after this. Okay? Bye.